What is up, gents? DirtBag Gaming here, the channel for casual raiders. We are doing Dune Tower Hard 120. Finally did full auto run. It was my team that I used in my previous videos. So if you guys have these champions, awesome. If not, I'm sure there's some people that you can sub them out with. I did 2 runs with this. So both of them work. If you have this legendary user, if you don't, you don't need her, because we did it with another run. But we're going to go over the first video for you guys, and then at the end we're going to go over the order that you need to put everything, the skills, artifacts, all that stuff, to make sure that you're nuking everything down in order. And then once you get to the boss, in this run we got very close to dying, but it was a full auto. I didn't hit manual at all. So if you guys are checking out, they're making sure that they have all of their correct skills up on the final battle, because once you get to the final boss, it's all about turn meter manipulation with this team. And you need to make sure that you kill the ads in the first go around. If one of them live, it's a wipe, reset, and do it again. You just basically need to build more crit rate, crit damage, and more attack. Sometimes you might need a little bit more speed. You want to make sure if you're building a team like this, all of their speeds are pretty similar. You don't want one that's like really far out there speed, because their clone is just going to go faster than all of your guys. So let's pause right here. So I have a speed lead up front. This guy reduces the turn meter, boosts your turn meter, and he puts out a decreased defense on everybody, so it's a perfect combo for this boss. Then we have Sylar, who slows everybody down with the decreased speed and reduces their turn meter, including the boss. And then finally we have the A2 on our I forget their names. Allure. How can I forget Allure? So we have 2 Allures. You don't need a 60. I just have them at 60, but you can have one at 50 if you wanted to. But their A2, which is the AoE, which hits pretty hard, attacks all enemies 2 times, and a chance to put a sleep on them. So we have both them doing their A2s, A2, A2. And then finally we have a Royal Guard coming in here, doing his nuke to finish off everybody. And he happened to proc Relentless, which again, it's not needed, it just brings somebody that's going to hit harder. I like Royal Guard because he does have a decreased speed as well as a turn meter manipulation, and he hits hard. Mine is made for Hydra, so he's mainly just to do max AoE. That's probably why I didn't nuke down that guy. If you have somebody for like a spider, that probably hits a lot harder in your Savage set. But this one, we're just going to run it out really quick. You can see that we don't let her go. I think in this run, we let her go once and we almost died. But we do have a leech up on the boss from our dude up front. He puts out a leech out, so we are gaining a little bit of HP as we're attacking the boss. So our Deacon puts out a leech on his A1. But Deacon, 2 Lures, and Sylar are like your go-to. If you don't have those, you can bring somebody that is a team-up champion. I was gonna do Kantra, not Kantra, the other chick. We'll find her. This chick. One arm. Of course. What is her name? Her name is Krayla Witcharm. She's a fusion from way back in the day. A lot of people might have pulled her, but she's actually very good. She hits really freaking hard. She's super fast. She's got an AoE, which could nuke down the last wave, and she's got a team up ability, which stuns a target. Oh, there's the AoE, so we almost died. Stuns a target and has 3 other allies attack the main target. So in this boss, you can have a bunch of people that team up with your people and replace them with Royal Guard. You just want to make sure they have an AoE. Krayla's perfect because she has an AoE and she hits really hard and she has a team up. She's awesome. So there you go. We beat it with that, and then let me pull up another video. Here's another option. So we tried a Cold Heart. I have mine in Relentless set. Now, if you have her like this, you're going to want to re-gear her to hit harder as like AoE nuke, because once we get to the final boss, I want her to nuke down the ads with her A2, but she just doesn't hit hard enough. So watch, we do that. AoE, and then look, I tried her A2, but it just didn't hit hard enough, so that way they were up, and then it was a wipe. So we took that out, and we brought back Krayla, which are. All right, so now this is going to be my main run because I'm pretty sure it's going to be almost 99%. And the reason is because Krayla, look at that, just freaking nukes down everybody. And she does this, which if you have allures on your team, they're able to do their A1s, which reduce the turn meter all the way down to 0 multiple times. So our Krayla is in a Relentless set because Relentless with her is really, really good. And she's able to go multiple times. So there you go, ally attack, turn meter, doesn't go anywhere. Decreased speed definitely helps with a Sylar. Like Sylar is able to keep doing that multiple times throughout the fight. Having a speed lead is great with Deacon, and he does the decreased defense, which makes you hit harder, and also he slows down the enemy team. So this is literally the entire fight. It's a little bit longer, but again, I'm only doing it 5 times on auto because you have the multi-battles. So if you could just do this multi-battle, set it and forget it. But look at that, hasn't even gotten hit yet. She hasn't taken a turn, and that's literally the entire fight. But mainly it's going to be how you set up the skills, which is what's going to make this this happen. All right, so finally at the end, full auto, hard, Dark Fae, 120. Let's go. All right, so let's go through the champions. This is how you're gonna set it up. So you're gonna set Deacon up in the lead position. The other 4 don't really matter. But Deacon is gonna be doing A1 or first one, it doesn't matter. But round 2, you don't want him to do any one of these because you want it to be good on round 3. So round 3, you're going to start obviously with this, which most of the time he does. Then he's going to do the sweeping this one, and then that's all you need him to do. So first one, round 2 is that. Round 3 is that. Sylar, kind of the same thing. You don't want to do. I mean, again, you can do this round 1. It really doesn't matter. Like honestly, it doesn't matter. Round 2. You don't want to be using this. All right, and then round 2, again, don't want her to do this one because I want her to do that first on round 3. And then boom, round 3, she's doing that. Then allure, round 1, doesn't matter. Round 2, you don't want to do this because that is going to be your nuke on round 3. And then round 3, that's going to be her opener. Same thing with this one. So round 1, doesn't matter. Round 2, actually, yeah, round 1, she could do that too. It's whatever. Fine, she does that. Round 2, she doesn't do it at all. And then round 3, she uses it as a nuker. Now, what's great about the allures is if you have 2 of them, on the second round, they're doing their A1s most of the time, which is reducing the enemy turn meter. So they usually don't get a attack because they don't get to go. Krayla is going to be important, so we had to reset her because I just added her in. But I don't want her to do, I mean, she's in a Relentless and it's only on a 4-turn cooldown. This one's on a 3-turn cooldown. So if you really want, you want this for round 3. So on round 2, I don't want her to do it at all. All right. She could do these as much as she wants. It doesn't matter. But round 2, she can't do it. And then round 3, I want it to be her opener. So that's going to be it. And then you're going to save it, and that's going to be the run. So let's go over the skills and artifacts that you're going to need to complete that. And then again, you guys could add your own flair to it. If you have some people in a stun set or stuff like that. Krayla, we'll start her at the top. So we had her in a Relentless set. Very important, you want her to get up to 100% crit rate. Crit damage is not too necessary. You just want her to hit hard. You want her to have some attack, HP, and speed. So she had, notice all the speeds are going to be very similar to each other, but without that, she probably had a speed shield. I probably took it off for somebody else, but that's going to be you want all their speeds to be pretty similar. Let's go over, that's the only legendary you need. If you have somebody else that can team up with people to do it, replace Krayla, and I already shown you could do a Royal Guard or anybody else that can slow with turn meter manipulation. That's who you're going to want to bring in here. Next, you're going to want to go Deacon. Deacon is just in a speed and accuracy set. We got him all the way up to 499 accuracy. The reason I did that is because he wasn't landing the decreased defense on floor 120. So I switched him up a little bit, and I increased his his accuracy as much as I could and reduced his damage output. So we have 2800 defense, 55,000 HP, 253 speed because he has to be the first one to go. He has to reduce the enemy turn meter, and my girlfriend's staring at me. What's up? All right, cool. So we have to reduce the turn meter and then have all the decreased defense hit at the same exact time. So that's our Deacon. Pretty simple. Just a lot of accuracy. I think the chest's accuracy. Yeah, chest's accuracy. That's how we're able to get up that high. Next, we have, I think they're in a vault, our Allures and Sylar. So Sylar, Allure. Got it. All right, so Sylar, I don't know why I stop using her because she's so fucking good. Look at this gear. This is so bad, but so awesome at the same time. So she's in 3,000 defense, 4,800 HP, 249 speed. You want her to go after your Deacon. Crit rate, it's up to you, but accuracy, you definitely need to make sure that she's landing her stuff. This could probably be even higher, but her skills, this is why you need it. And also Masteries, you want this because you want her to land her stuns. Stuns are clutch right here. 5% chance to extra land stuns and skills. And there are 2 Allures. I haven't geared them out. Look, basic gear. Haven't geared them out in a long time. 436 accuracy, 240 speed. Look, all their speed are very similar. A lot of attack, crit rate 100%. You need it over 100%. And then this one down here, 126%, 384 speed, 242 accuracy. Those are the main stats: speed, crit rate, and accuracy. Masteries, Giant Slayer, just to kind of do a little bit more damage. And she literally has no mastery. So there you go, guys. Pretty simple. That's kind of what you're going to be aiming for. But again, let me know if this helped you out. Hopefully you can get past this boss. I did the approach where you just don't let the boss go. That's the turn meter manipulation. But you have to nuke down the first wave as soon as possible. Make sure all the speeds are very similar. If one of the speeds are way too fast, the clone that you made is going to go faster than your people. That's kind of what's going to mess you up. So let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see next. Count takeovers, hit me up in Discord, but also subscribe. I just checked the other day, 89% of my viewers are unsubscribed, which is crazy. There's 40,000 views like monthly. It's like, get subscribing so that way we can grow the channel and grow the DirtBag Nation. Hit us up in Discord if you guys want to join, and clan vs clan, let's fucking